Hello, welcome to Banjo Diaries entry number 7. Today is July 7th. No, it isn't. It's July 5th. Today is July 5th. But I am behind on getting this out because life schedules do not always line up with first of the month Banjo Diary entries. So that is just what I'm learning, and that's okay. I have a strap now, and I'm learning how to play standing up, which is really different. That's why I just wanted to play right at the beginning a little piece of Blackberry Blossom from several months ago, but I'm just practicing standing up to get used to it. It is a really different feel. The strap is awesome for supporting the instrument when I'm sitting. So I love playing sitting with the strap. I've commented before on how heavy this instrument is. I still cannot believe it. When I lift it off the stand, I'm just like, oh, like I picked such a heavy instrument to play. And I'm a cellist. Like I've been carrying a cello and a case around for my whole life. And this thing surprises me. So the strap is awesome because when I sit and play with the strap, it is holding the weight of the instrument for me. It's also a slight bit lower than when I had to support it myself in my lap. So before it was a little bit more vertical. And I didn't have this, it just was a different angle up here. And now when I really let the strap support the instrument, it sits a little lower on my lap and it feels good. It forces the instrument to stay at like a 45-degree angle. Whereas before, when it got heavy, I would kind of inch it back into more of a vertical like cello position because that's what feels comfortable for me. So the strap is great. I have to drill some holes into the leather here and attach this flappy part. But this is what's called a cradle strap. I researched and there's multiple straps out there on the market. This one is called a cradle strap because the leather literally is going around and cradling the instrument. It goes under the brackets and loops around, and I have it tied with literally like a shoelace. And then up here, this top strap goes under one bracket and is tied. So there's no clips of any kind, like metal clips hitting the instrument or scraping against the instrument. You can attach these, from what I've seen on YouTube, you can attach these straps. You can attach this top one and cradle it and like they can meet underneath. I did that at first, but it when I stood up, it kicked the angle of the instrument out a little bit and it was harder for me to play. So this is what I did. It works for me. It might be unconventional, but it works. And I just have to get used to, like when I play for a while, the weight of the instrument on my neck, like the next day, I'll wake up and think, wait, did I like exercise yesterday? What did I do? Oh, it was the banjo. So like I feel it, but it's so much more secure to play it. So that's my exciting purchase for the month. And I think I'm pretty much done with accessory purchasing other than eventually getting a 5th string capo. But I'm not playing a song yet that like really calls for that or needs it. So I'm not worried about that. Let's see. So I went on a trip this month, the beginning of June, last month, the beginning of June, and took the banjo with me. And so I still haven't missed a day practicing. I did almost miss a day practicing, I will confess. I got into bed one night a couple weeks ago, late at night, and I like laid down and, sighed all the tension out from the day and closed my eyes, and then they like popped back open. I was like, oh, I haven't played banjo yet today. And I laid there for like 30 seconds and I thought, you know what? Every streak comes to an end. Maybe this is just the end of my daily banjo playing. And then I looked at my phone and it was 11:30 and I thought, I can still practice. So I got out of bed, everyone was sleeping in my house, and I like creeped down to our basement bathroom, closed the door, and practiced banjo for like 20 minutes sitting on the toilet. Not like on the toilet, but on the toilet lid. And got it in for the day. So I still have a perfect streak for the year. I know that is not realistic for the rest of my life, but it's been fun. And some days it's literally 10 minutes in my hand and I'm just playing it. But like to have just every single day, having it in my hand, under my fingers, I think it's just helping with the muscle memory a lot. So, and then when I went on my trip to Charleston, I drove the whole day there and got the banjo out, and I had planned ahead. I bought like an extra set of strings in case I broke a string while I was gone so that I could replace it. I had my tools to replace the strings. I was all set. I get there that evening, take the banjo out to get my practice in, and I had forgotten my finger picks because I leave them on top of our piano. Did not grab them, so I'm down there with no finger picks. So I practiced that night with no finger picks and was like, okay, this is not gonna work for the next week. Like it just did not feel right at all practicing with just my fingers. So the next day I found a Guitar Center and drove and got emergency banjo picks and was able to practice the rest of the time normally. So So yes, everything's going well with that. And I learned a song this week or this month called I'll Fly Away. Which my church in 2 weeks is doing a Bluegrass Sunday, and my goal was to be able to play just one song on the banjo. And so I found a really neat arrangement of this piece by Eli Gilbert. So I have 3 YouTube people now that I have been watching. Mr. Panky still, of course, and then the 2 songs that I did the last 2 months, In Hell I'll Be in Good Water and Wagon Wheel, were arrangements by a guy named Happy Banjo Dude. So, and he has other things that I hope to learn as well, including the Radiohead song, which I haven't gotten around to, but will. And then Eli Gilbert is another banjo instructor online, and he has great videos too. So Eli Gilbert had this arrangement of I'll Fly Away that I found, and it was cool because he does the arrangement in 4 different keys. And so I listened to them and I thought, I'm going to go with the key of G. It seemed like, because the banjo's in the key of G, and it just seemed like one that I could learn, and I liked the sound of it. So I learned it and hope to play it in a couple weeks at church with the Bluegrass Band. We'll see how it goes. But what I need to work on now, what I need to focus on now is backup banjo and learning how to play that, because everything I've learned so far has just been a tune. I've learned a banjo tune, and I've played just this like one song, and I haven't been playing in, I mean, to some extent, I guess Wagon Wheel was sort of backup in that it wasn't like a melody, but I haven't learned the skill of just switching between chords and playing along with a song, with other musicians. So in the next 2 weeks before Bluegrass Sunday, I'm going to try to learn how to, at least in the I'll Fly Away version that I've done, how to, after the like main verse that you'll hear here at the end of this video, after that, to switch to doing backup for the chording for the other verses. So that's my goal, and it's a really new skill for me because it's not something that I ever have to do on cello with the type cello, the classical training. You're learning pieces or you're playing orchestral music and it's all there for you, and so it's just kind of getting used to jamming with chord changes and stuff is really new for me. Fortunately, my friend and music director at church is so talented at it, and so I know I can ask him for help if I have questions just about the general flow of music and stuff. So that's where we are. I'm gonna work for the next 2 weeks. So I don't know I'll try to learn another song also in July, like a brand new song. I don't know what that's gonna be yet because I'm just trying to wrap my head around getting ready for Bluegrass Sunday. But that's my big goal is to get comfortable with chord changing. So you're gonna hear this in a minute. You're gonna hear the June learn, which was the song I'll Fly Away, and it might be in July that all you learn is or that all I get to play is the backup part of that, but that's okay because it's important skills to use. So that's where we are, still having a really good time. My family is still being very patient and encouraging with this obsessive endeavor that I have taken on. So I hope that summer is treating everyone well. It's very hot here where I live in Southern Ohio, and that's how it should be in July. So happy summer. See you in a month.